What up? Just want to jump in real quick. I had to cut this video into two parts because it was almost 30 minutes before. So I cut it into two separate videos. So it's probably just going to come to an abrupt end at the end of part one. But don't worry, just continue on to part two, which will be linked right afterwards in an annotation or in the description below. Thank you. When it comes to PvP and it comes to story mode battles, there's two different things. So story mode, you don't really have to be on point. You can kind of just attack, and odds are if your characters are strong enough, you'll win. In PvP, you have to know the little in-depth stuff. And I'm actually just going to bring just Vegeta on this because we have to bring Trunks and Goku. But on PvP, you have to know your little in-depth stuff. The few details I can really give you is, because there's not a whole lot to the gameplay, right? It's pretty straightforward, pretty standard. When you're using a blast attack, you cannot dodge in the middle of that blast attack. So if you start using it, you'll never be able to dodge while you're using a blast attack. Strike, you can. So say you charge at them, right, or use a blast attack, okay? Best way to say, use a blast attack, they dodge it, and they go to attack you. You can dodge real quick, use a strike attack, right? That's the best way. You can still dodge in the middle of a strike attack too. So say I just rushed him with this, and then I was like, oh, well, never mind, I guess that doesn't work. Just kidding. Ignore me. I'm going to be jumping around a lot, just so you guys know, to show you guys this stuff. Let me get rid of all these blast attacks so I can actually show you guys strike. Because blast is pretty straightforward. There's nothing really there. It is insanity that I just keep getting blast attacks out the asshole. It is driving me insane because I just want strike attacks. Stop. Thank you. Okay, so a good way... Okay, he still does a lot of damage. So a good thing that I learned online is this. So charge him with this. Use your attack. Don't click it immediately. Just go towards him and then do that. Right? And then you can go for a blast attack for range or whatever else. Because there's a lot of ways that they can just dodge you in the middle of that. I'm actually just going to hit him with this. We'll finish him off real quick. Oh, well, I didn't think that would actually finish him. But that's a it's very simple gameplay. So there's not a whole lot to tell you about combos and everything, of course. Make sure you're swapping before they even, like, flat out launch their attack. Like, if you know there's a tech or a green... Sorry, I've been playing Dogen for too long. If you know there's a green character coming in, set up your int type before that. So the best way I can show you is by doing this other mission real quick. Okay, so what I mean by setting up your next character. So right here, watch. So we're going to attack. He's going to... I liked how they change it up on the times that I'm trying to show you guys how to do this stuff. And he's like, I'm actually going to do a different move this time. I know you're used to the exact same combo every single time, but let me change it up for you. Now, fuck you, Goku. Like, best way I can say it. So right here, we know he's going to get killed after this strike right here. So I'm going to set up Vegeta to come in before that, because we know a tech character or a green character is coming in after, right? Another nice little nifty thing is to remember you get a full dodge when you swap into your other character. So say I just used my dodge right there. I want to bring Pycon out. Who's going to dodge that then, right? Just nice and simple. When you're using a strike attack, again, I kind of low-key wish they had made a dodge differently than just you have to rely on that fucking bar. So right here, chase him down, use it again, and then blast attacks again. You can just feel free to go for those whenever you want to go for those. Because blast attacks are going to be your most reliable. Keep in mind your main ability, keep in mind your special ability. So like buying time, that's what makes Pycon amazing, because he makes all of their stuff cost more. Thank you for dodging me, Raditz. I do appreciate it. I can never dodge like that when I want to, but I appreciate that you're able to do it. Yeah. Oh, look, he's bodying me. No, he's not. It's like, back up. You're not bodying me. We're just going to murder you real quick. Again, this is strictly for story. I can't really show you PvP right now. I've tried to get it to load like 12 fucking times, and it just will not load. Like, it will not let me into a battle. Where it is picking those cards, there's not a whole lot you can really do about it. Completely random. I normally have a tendency when I'm attacking, I pick green or I pick blue. When I'm defending, I pick red or I pick yellow. That's about where I really go, but sometimes I don't really leave you too much of an option. Go for that. Go for that. So again, it's very intuitive. There's those couple little things that you can't dodge. Can you guys stop doing that? I know you're all fancy and nifty. I don't know how to fucking do that. I know how you can swipe back real quick, but it's like it never works for me. And all these like computer characters are just doing it no problem. All right, I gotta actually look at the game because no, back up, stop, you're dead. Just like I get so mad after a minute. It's like, stop attacking. You're not gonna kill me, okay? Anyways, there's not a whole lot on the battles that's really besides those little tiny things. So blast attacks, you can't dodge while you're using a blast attack. They can't dodge while you're using a blast attack. On strike attacks, you can dodge while you're using a strike attack. They can dodge while they're using a strike attack. Keep that in mind. Those are two most pivotal parts. When you use a strike attack and you go to attack them, boom, you charge him. Don't actually just click your next strike attack. Charge him and then use your strike attack. So you got to get closer, because most of the time they'll have enough of a chance to get back up and dodge you real quick on that strike attack. Just keep it in mind. If you have a blast attack, that's the best way to go. I like blast. That's why my Vegeta is my strongest character. That's why I worked on him most. Obviously, you want to have a couple different characters of types and so on and so forth that do very similar things. Like Goku's really, really good with blast as well. Yada, yada, yada. You get it. Let's move on to the little tiny extras real quick, and I'll see you there in a second. Okay, so the little bit of extra system here is just going to be things that I've noticed. I have like a Facebook group. It's called Dragon Ball Legends. Feel free to, it's a Facebook page, so feel free to like it. I'll leave it a comment down below, or I'll leave it in the description down below. These are just going to be little tiny side extras that I did to get a little bit ahead, right? So number one, there's a big one. I made a whole separate video on it if you want to go check it out. I'll also link that down below. You can go check it out. Basically, if you lose 100 matches in PvP, you get some really, really good rewards. I know that sounds like a lot of work. Watch the video. You'll see the much easier way to do it. It's basically just going into PvP casual, bring a really weak character, and then just lose over and over and over and over and over again until you get 100, and you get a really good amount of things. Make sure you are reading through these guys. So when it says finish a character, it means you got to kill that character. So whenever you do like a mission, say it's got a red, a blue, and a purple, right? If the purple is the guy who you killed last with a Donabaki attack or with just a standard punching attack, however you killed him, say he's the last one to fall, that counts as finish. So you're finishing a character of that, right? So you can't just be KOing. You don't get all three of them in one. Like if you do a mission, you won't get the red, green, and purple. You'll just get whoever died last. That counts as that. Same thing when you go to your events. I can't really show you on this one because I thought it showed me the previous ones. But on events, there's a couple ones that say KO a character of the physical type. Like in the Raditz event, that means you have to end the battle by KOing a physical character. So it means you can't KO the purple character, you can't KO the blue character. They can't be the final one that dies. It can be a bit of a pain in the butt, honestly. You start looking into story mode right up here, go into your event, taking some time, I guess. So let's go right here. I think this one has it. So say it doesn't, but say the character, say it said KO a purple character however many times in this event. Then that means you would have to kill Raditz first. So you got to stall out till he swaps out to Raditz, kill Raditz, and then kill Goku second. Kind of a pain in the ass, not going to lie to you. I noticed a lot of people saying on the Facebook page, what's a super character, right? So when you go into somebody like Tien, it should say super down here if he has it. Yeah. Character tag, super warrior. Whereas you would think Goku being a Super Saiyan, you would think he'd have it, right? Nope. He has Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Sun, Family. And what that basically means, the character tags, that basically means if he has an ability, such as Z ability, plus 22% to tag Saiyan-based strike attack. So if it tags Saiyan in their status, like right down here it says Saiyan, all the Saiyans will have that, then they get a 22% boost from Goku's Z ability. You get it? Understand how it kind of works? So it's kind of a leader skill, kind of not a leader skill. Use that to team build. Another good way is to obviously keep looking in that same area. So if we go somewhere down to show details, you go to their ability, you go down to unique ability, plus 35% to blast damage inflicted when allied Krillin is defeated. So if Krillin's on your team, he dies, Goku comes out, he gets a 35% boost to blast damage. Can be kind of nice if you're going to use Krillin anyways. I wouldn't say fully build your team around that like Tien and Chaozu have stuff. If you want to use Chaozu, do you. I'm not going to stop you. If he's your best character, feel it. But you don't have to do that. Everybody has a different unique ability, as that would make sense with unique, you know. I don't even know what Vegeta's is, actually. While we're here, we're going to take a look real fast. Anti-Super Warrior. Plus 20% to blast damage inflicted against tag Super Warrior. So, Tien, Krillin, Chaozu, Yamcha, all those guys qualify as Super Warriors as far as I know. I'm not going to go through and check each of them individually. Always keep in mind their main ability is super important. Plus 50% to blast damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Requirement 15 timer counts must elapse. So basically Vegeta gets a crazy boost to his blast damage. That's why you'll see so much happening in PvP. Them doing so much damage. And then plus 90% to tag Saiyan blast attack damage. So he also, if you have the tag Saiyan, he'll also boost you up, which of course he has the tag. He'll boost you up 50%, 19% on top of his other ability, his, I don't know, whatever his third ability is. Yeah, right there. Plus 20% to blast damage inflicted against Super. So if they're a Super Warrior and Vegeta's there and you use his main ability, dude, you about to body some people with some blast damage. So keep that in mind when you're team building. Obviously, you want to look at types. You want to look at all that kind of stuff too. But those are very, very important. You look at somebody like Pycon. Pycon is like, I believe he's a support unit, right? Well, melee types. You want to use mainly strike attacks with him as opposed to using blast. Obviously, you can use blast. That's not going to like stop you or anything like that. But going through here, you have anti-Frieza Force, which I don't know why he has that. But anybody on the Frieza team, he gets 20% strike damage increased. Z ability, 14% element, yellow max base health. So anybody who's yellow on your team, you get an extra 14% to your base health by just having him there. Once you level that ability up, obviously that percentage increases. And then this is one of the best abilities in the entire game so far. Plus 10 cost to strike and blast arts cost. So basically if a cost is, say you're using Yamcha, right? And it costs 15 to use a strike attack because he has one that lowers his strike and his blast, how much it costs. So it would add that up to 15, and then it would add it up to 30. Whereas a normal character, it would go up to like 35 and 40 for a strike attack and a blast attack. Kind of get what I'm saying? It just adds 10 cost to each of them, which doesn't sound huge. But I mean, it starts costing a butt ton then at that point to really use. So you want to use 2 blast attacks with a normal character like Vegeta or something. That costs 80 instead of 60. That's a good amount, you know what I mean? Then you're not able to do, you can do 1 strike attack instead of 2 strike attacks. So it can really slow people down. Keep that in mind. Just always look through your characters whenever you pull them. It's just, it's cool. I don't know. It's really cool because it's basically RPG-esque elements that really help it out. Anyways, yeah, I think that's the end of this video. I don't know really what else to say to it. There should be some videos coming up at the end of this. If you want to watch through those, awesome. Again, I'll leave a link to that one below that will show you how to get a bunch of free items and medals and Z tickets and all that stuff just by losing PvP. Super easy, super awesome. And again, check out the Facebook page down below. Subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Smack the like button. I do greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys around, alright? Deuces.